is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
Do you want your water bottle filled again, Laura? Please, Crystal. Oh, where are my boys? Yeah, where are my kids? You know, Laura, even though Josh and all that went, you know, out looking for them and that, they might, as soon as it gets dark, you never know, they might return home, because most kids do not like the dark. That's true. I suppose, Crystal, that could be true. Yeah, when I think about it, most kids are scared of the dark. It's just a theory, they could. But I tell you one thing, when they do turn up, oh, my boys are grounded for it. And I hope Mal grounds Mal Jr. Because obviously he's living with him. Of course he would. Yeah, and same with Mike Jr. for me, and Dominic. I bloody hope Mike will ground them, because yes, they live with him. I just don't get it. Kyle and that used to love school. What the hell happened? They're mad at what, because it all started off with rumours, like you said, Laura. I tried to fix it, Crystal. I tried to put my boys right and explain. They've obviously opened the traps to the other boys and girls. Now they've all... Yes. And when we do get them home, Laura, we'll have to sit them all down. Even though it's going to take a lot of time, they just need to accept, and now And now their dads and all that are real. They're not... But yes, once upon a time they weren't, but now they are. I think it's just a shock to them all, Crystal. Right, I'm just gonna pop the kettle on for your bottle there, Laura. Thanks, bestie. Hey. Anything for you, bestie. Just like if it was the other way around, you would do things for me. It's what we do. Yes. Oh, should I get that? Yes, please. Oh, hi, Laura. Hey, Crystal, come in, come in. Oh, we're worried. We all are. Yeah, come in, it's just me and Laura. Josh and all that went out looking for them. Yes, Jacob and Luke have. Oh, I can't believe they've done this to us. Laura said something to the boys this morning before they went to school. So was he off? What happened is they come in, girls. Laura, what did you say to my kids? What happened is every single kid in the school's heard a rumour. You know, Manitoba and Vito and all that, and their brothers, all that. They heard a rumour that they weren't real at one point. I had a feeling that was gonna come out eventually. I should have been straight with my boys. And you know, like, and also TV characters, all that, like so South Park and that. Oh man. So I had to put the rumours straight, which was true. That's what all I said to the boys. It's true. And what happened is, when they got on the school bus, they obviously told the others. So my boys listened. And my girls and two boys. What I don't understand is, when I took Theo to kindergarten, and then I got a phone call from the school. He was no longer there. Because one of your older boys would have took him out of the kindergarten, Laura. Just like one of my older kids did the Jack. Yeah, Emily got took as well. Take a seat, girls, and anyways, what's wrong with you, Laura? Yeah. Our back's gone again. Oh, not again. Yeah, of all days. That's why Crystal had to take over. She even took Jack to school for us and all that, but oh, he didn't stay there long. Yeah, we're just worried. not just our kids have scarpered. Every single one of them, like Morgan Two's lot, all that. Oh, they're in hysterics. Creek 2, all that. Yes, I know. All because of my kids opening their big mouths. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just buttoned it, and I kept saying your bus is gonna be out, kids. But they were really demanding to know the truth. So I just said it. Now look. It was all my fault. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just told them to go to school. Not said anything. But they just heard rumours, and I just thought I'd do the right thing and tell them. But they obviously got on the school bus and opened their trap to every other kid. And now look. Then they've all refused to go into school. Laura, it's obviously you thought you were going to try and make it, right. But you just didn't expect this outcome. I feel so bad. I really do. The main thing is, we just hope to pray that Charlie and that will. Then again, there'll be tons of kids. How will they grab them all? Because they wouldn't cooperate, not if the runaway has. Be like a ghost chase, kind of. Yeah. Because how would you grab them all? There's like oh, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. How will they grab them all? Because obviously when you run away, you don't cooperate and want to come home. But Crystal's got a theory. Yeah. She thinks they might come back once it gets dark. Kids don't like the dark. That's true. Possible. They could. Because yeah, some kids. I'm not sure about my boys. I don't know if they like the dark or not, but you just never know. They could. Yeah, maybe. I hope so. My back's just been giving us jip all day. Just not. Even though I've took painkillers and water bottles, there's normally shifts after a while. What the heck? No. Yeah, it normally like wears off, doesn't it, after a while, after when you've kind of like not today, Laura. I don't know why it's still playing up. Stress maybe, Laura, over worrying about your kids. It could be. Maybe it's, maybe I'm just getting myself worked up, yeah, probably. And you're pregnant, remember, Laura? Yes, I know, I've got to be, I got to keep, yeah, so am I. That's why I've got to keep my stress levels at bay as well. Oh dear. Oh, yeah, here's the boys now. They stopped searching. But unless they're just taking a break. They obviously might need a drink or something. True. Are you okay, boys? We heard yous are all in here. We've looked in parks and everywhere, girls. There's no sign of them. We're going to keep trying. We're taking a little break, alright? If you don't mind. Anyways. Hey, babe. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, take a break, boys. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and it's getting really, really cold out there and that. Hey. 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 Mm. Have I missed something? Yes. Oh, me and Crystal are trying this new thing. The thing is, we can't stop loving two boys. I just can't stop loving Josh and Brimmy 6, and Crystal's loves Brendan and Charlie. Oh, yes. It was just hard. So we're trying a new thing. So we're dating them both. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, even though it is bonkers, girls. You just didn't know? Not until now. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, but yeah, so far it's going swell. Yes, I think it is. But, oh, where is my kids? Oh, they think they're funny. No sign. We're not going to stop. We're just having a little Laura. Your back still not give you. It's still hurting. Brimmy 6. She's been like that ever since. Normally it wears off after a while. Yeah, I know. Oh, Laura, babe. Oh, baby. You might need a doctor to look at it then. It's not easing off. Laura, and I think it could be stress. Worrying over where my kids are. What they're doing. What's happened to them. It could be. Maybe that's why my bag's not giving us a break. Mal and all that's here. We're kind of we're kind of bumping into them when we was... Laura? Josh, I think we might need the doctor in to her. Our back hasn't... Give her... Eh? Normally it wears off after a while, after a water bottle, and... not this time. Eh? But the girls think it could be stress, like worrying over the boys and that, Josh. Possible. Maybe our back's just... But you've got to be careful your stress levels, Laura. You know, the baby, remember? I know, Josh. I've got the kettle on for our water bottle, Josh. Yeah, fill it again for our Crystal. Oh, babe. I'm going to this side. Yeah, we're still coming. We're still going to search. Yeah, we just need a little break. But yeah, it's really getting dark now, Laura, out there. Where are they? We search parks, the beach, you know. We're thinking other places where kids would go, you know, if they were runaways. We're looking up trees, because yeah, kids can climb trees, you know, all that. Oh, something's terrible's happened to them. Babe. Let's just hope not. Let's just hope not. Vito, for the final time, I've explained the past about me and Crystal. Oh, I want to hear more. Yo, are you still in love with Crystal or something? What? Even though we've been searching for the kids, Crystal, Vito's been badgering us about the past again. We've said everything. Well, I don't think you have. No, not all of it. Anyways. Mal, don't start. Oh, I will start, Laura. I want it from the beginning. Is this necessarily, Mal? We're kids. I know. We're still on the hunt, Laura. But whilst I'll have a little break, like all us boys are. Yes, I caught wind you're dating Brimmy 6 and Josh both. I didn't think that was possible. We're just trying a new thing, Mal. What's the harm in it? So far it's going. But weird if I say so for myself. Well, we're always bonkers, but it's just trying it and see how it goes so far. Well, what do you want to know, Mal? Everything, Laura. Everything. From when Josh was a lodger, the time when he fell for you, alright, it was one day, you decided to help Charlie with. Alright, spam mail. Okay, go on. That's mine. Cut that out. Just spam mail. Anyways, Mal, why do you care? I just want to know the actual truth. Mal, can we talk? No, we will not, Josh. She's not well. Can't you see? And you know what? Just like with that. Can she get our bottle lid first for our back? Honestly, Mal, you should have. You know what it's like when you just get up, do a bottle, Josh. I need to talk to her. Even though this is Josh. Wait. Keep your wig up, Mal. I'll make you bald. Mal, just calm down. As soon as you get your bottle there, Laura, the water bottle, I want words with you. I need to know everything. Same with you, Crystal. Out with it! Woo! As I was saying, explain, Crystal, as soon as I go. Can I use your toilet, Laura? Yes, Mike. Thank you. Ooh! That made us laugh. Dear. Knock it off. Knock it off. Manitobia's starting again, Laura. We already told him what happened between we. He wants to know everything, like a fucking storybook. Honestly. God's sake. Vito's the same. He wants. I've got a right mind to be angry still. Even though, yes, it's... Oh, Mike, mate! Whew. Jesus! What the hell did he... Oh, yeah, he had a fry for breakfast. Because I made it for him, mate. Yes, the bacon, the sausages, the works, mate. Oh, anyways, glad you find that funny, mate. Even though it's not a laughing matter, but no, no, I do not want a storybook, Jacob, mate. I want to know everything. I'm just getting bits, mate. I feel like I'm just getting bits. Obviously, we'll have to start with Laura because she obviously started it off, mate. We're at a halt. She needs a war, but Josh is doing it for her. Yes, I want to know everything, yo. I feel like I'm just getting bits and bobs. Why does that matter, Fido? It matters for Crystal. So I can put this to bed and forget I ever met you. Well, that's impossible because I share my kids with you, Fido. The girls, the boys, and our daughter Summer. Oh yeah, yeah. Obviously that'll never be replaced. But apart from as for me and you, Crystal. Yeah, yo. Right, I've got it. So Laura's gotta go first. So everything. There you are, babe. There you go. Thanks, Josh. Anything for you, babe. Well, now we've got relief, Laura. Explain now. All right, Mal. It all started when Josh was ended up being a lodger in need, obviously through how he was. And I can't believe it. Like I says, Mal, I am grateful for what you and Laura did. Brit taking me in when I needed help, all that. You were wonderful. I didn't mean to fall for your ex-wife. I didn't. It just happened. And when did the feelings occur, Josh? It was a few days after I moved in. Yeah, few days it was. And I just looked into Laura's eyes. She looked in mine. I told her how I felt about her. She liked me back. And then every chance we got, while you were helping my bro with the boxes. Yes. Yeah, you get the idea, Mal. Just lots of things. Well, but at the time, Charlie didn't even know me and Laura were at it. No one knew. It was like a secret. between me and her. Right. Okay. So a lot of sneaking about and that, and... Right. Now Brimmy 6. How did he get involved, Laura? He fell for me mal that time when we all had to get together. With all the neighbours. We danced and all that, and we kind of mingled. Oh yeah. Well, that's when Brimmy 6 fell for us. He looked in my eyes and that was it. Sight for sore eyes, basically. And then, well, I had no idea Brimmy 6 liked us. And then, after the dance, Brimmy 6 kind of caught me and Josh at it. And we tried to keep him quiet by buying him Rolos. So while you were out, again with Charlie, I was about to invite Brimmy 6 round, and because I had some Rolos for him to keep quiet. but he came on his own accord while I was about to ring him. And that's when he broke down to us and says, Laura, I'm falling for you, you know, all that, and starting to like you, all that. Well, I was shocked, mal, at first. But you gave in to him. You obviously did, Laura. So let me guess, the same day when Brimmy says he liked you, you bedded him, is that right? Just like you bedded Josh. When he said he liked... Well, no, not straight away with Josh. No, we shared a kiss when I said I liked her. We just kissed mal. But I think it was the next day. I kind of turned her on in bed. You know, touched her. You know. And, yeah, and that's when... Right. But at first, Mal, I kept saying to Josh, I don't want to go further than a kiss and cuddle. But as soon as it just got out of control. Unbelievable, Laura. And then, the night when we come back from our honeymoon, Mal? Well, you were really drunk. You were proper intoxicated through. So you went to bed drunk? Josh and Brimmy came round. Oh, they did they? I just give them a text that says I was back. They were glad to see us. But yeah, Mal, I'm sorry. I had them on the side. I was kinda... But Josh and Brimmy were kind of fighting over me. They were... Because at the first, Brimmy and Josh didn't know that Josh didn't know Brimmy liked us, you know, and so on, but then it all got out. Mal. They were kind of tearing chunks out of each other. All that. Yeah, and I got the memo when I was obviously on my honeymoon with you. That Josh and Brimmy were fighting. Josh found out I was messing with Brimmy and he had no idea, and yeah, and then I got a text off Mike because he had seen from his window that Josh and Brimmy were proper scrapping in the street, and obviously also Charlie and Brendan. And yous pay, Jacob and Luke, yous were like playing referee kind of thing. We were trying to stop it. It was getting out of hand. Now I know why. Fighting over my ex-wife. Right, go on. So after when we come back from honeymoon, obviously Josh and Brimmy Six came round while I was sleeping my booze off. That's another thing, Mal. You were always drinking. I was just sick of you drinking. And anyways, when I invited them around, I suggested a tea with them. Laura? And the boys agreed to it. So we sneaked out. We got a hotel. I do not believe this. I had my way with them both in the hotel. Mal, and then the next day we all put ourselves in a timer. And is that how you ended up with the bloody nose and that? Because I remember the blood on your nightie, Laura. Because yes, you did come back. Yeah, and obviously, yes, I remember Christine, she went to the ER with you. Well, you know how Brimmy and Josh can be kickers in bed. They can lash out. It was silly of me when I tried to wake them because we were on a timer. I tickled both their feet, didn't I? I so regret my actions still. Well, Brimmy kicked us in the boob, the breast, and he had one foot on my head. Thanks for that. So when I tickled his feet to wake him up. Hang on, he never. It was hard for him, but he parted with him for that night. Yeah, it was hard, but I did it for Laura. I was going to say he never takes his shoes off. Well, he did that night, and because obviously I had to tickle his feet and all that, and you know what we. Anyways, so yeah, when I tickled his feet, he obviously, yeah, one foot ended up on my breast, kicked it, and his other went on my head. And for Josh, when you woke him, well, when I went to tickle his feet, he got startled, obviously, for the tickling, and he kicked us in the face. In a way, Laura, I don't think I've got any sympathy for you, because I hate to say it, Laura, that night you were But anyways, right. And then obviously so that's the next day. Me and Josh felt guilty. Well, I had the tissue and that all out for her nose. It was bleeding all over. Crystal had the idea to take her, because me and Brimmy wanted to take her, you know, but it might have been too risky. Yes, I took her to the emergency room, Mal. So let me get this straight, Crystal. You were in the same hotel at the same night? Yes, I was with Charlie and Brendan, alright. Yes. Because Mike was also drinking. It's like he copies you, Mal. The only thing I drank is because I was nervous when I fly. I get nervous when I fly, so I thought a drink just calms my nerves, you know. But obviously I intoxicated myself. But I didn't expect my ex-wife was going to sleep around. I didn't. Ah, that's better. Manitoba, no, try not too much grease. Sorry, Mike. Oh, I think it was the bacon. Yes, Crystal. Laura's explaining, Mike, and but she got the all clear of her nose and everything. Yeah, that breast. Even though you've told me and Mike a lie, saying you's tripped up when you just went for a walk. Tripped up my arse. Well, now you know the truth, Mal. Oh, I'm not done yet, Laura. No. Now, what do you want to know? The trip. Yes, the trip. What me and the boys went on, and the girls went to Benidorm, but it didn't turn out like that because we ended up clashing because Crystal went in labour with Summer. You, Laura, had Brimmy at yours. Brimmy 6. Yeah, I'm still pretty pissed at that. I was like texting her and all that, and she was all saying, "Oh, it's just her and Joy," because I had a funny feeling that. Oh, I've got another text. Oh. Stop. Knock it off. Unbelievable. Yeah, I can never forget. Yeah, Laura, you did lie to us. If I told you the truth, Josh, you would have flied home, I know you would have. Yeah, I probably bloody would, because and obviously when I had Joey at the time when he was little, when he was Laura. Oh, what? When I moved in for a bit for 2 weeks while you were away on holiday, we asked Joey to play along, little game. Joey kept calling his dad. Excuse me, mate? Calm down, Manitoba, Laura. It was just pretend. kind of pretend family, see what it'd be like to be married to Laura, and obviously Joey in the mix, just pretend to be with son, see what it's like a little family. Thanks for that. It was all going swell. Joey's a smart boy. He was. Oh, he figured it out that me and Laura were dating for real. Don't know how he knew. But he knew, that kid knew. So me and Laura had to come clean. Yeah, there's something going on between we, but behind Mal's back. Joey swore to me and Laura he's not going to tell a soul. we told Joey, no, we can't let you carry that guilt or anything, Joey. No, you're a Ben. He still says he's not going to say anything. He's going to keep his trap shut. And all this time he still has. He's obviously not said a word. The Ben, even though he's 6 now, but and no longer my son, because he's loved his Uncle Mantovia so much. So yeah, he ended up adopting him. Yes, Laura. So what happened was, there was one night, somehow I felt ill, Joey felt ill, and Laura. Well, no, hang on, no. We were, that was it. Laura felt unwell, that was it. The first night when I first moved in, she didn't feel, and we're just talking, me and her. She kept mentioning if she ever felt pregnant, she's going to just say it was Mal's. That's what she said to me when I was keeping making love to her. If she ever felt pregnant, she would just say it was Mal's. Yeah, well, it kind of hurt us. So I ran it. I walked out the next morning, and I let her get on with it with just her and Joey, because I was just hurt. She was. But then she obviously took Joey to the park to feed the ducks. What was it, Laura? Yeah, but first I had to go to the toilet, because I took a test. Because I had a funny feeling I was, she'd done the test. Just me and Joey it was, and he saw. And she was positive. And it was mine. Was that when Jack was getting made then? Yes, Josh. And I just worked it out. Oh, Brimmy 6. Jack. So I got myself worried a lot, saying, how am I going to do this, how am I going to do this. So we even swore to Joey not to say a thing, even though he knew I was pregnant, all that. Oh, hey. So that's when Brimmy 6 met me and Jack. I mean, me and Joey in the park when we were feeding the ducks. He decided to... Brimmy turned around and says he wants to still continue playing happy families. I says, if you want that, Brimmy 6. So he come back. He had his case. And I obviously told him I did the test and I was pregnant. That he obviously turned back and yes, he came. And then I said to Laura, even though it's going to hurt me, because I know deep down that's my son or daughter in there, Mal can bring it up. So Laura hatched a plan. All this time we kept it a secret. Didn't utter a word. Poor Joey didn't either. Laura hit the test. And then when you come back from holiday, Mal, and she waited, was it 2 weeks later or something? Yeah, it was something like that. And then all of a sudden, she jumped into bed with me. I was wondering why. So I remember her saying, oh, she missed us. And it's about time we need to get close, Mal. That all makes sense. And then, a few days later after when we did it, that's when she said she was pregnant. Not true, Mal. She was pregnant for a while. Yeah. But before she announced the pregnancy to you and that, I was still living in your home with her, and you were still on holiday, even though we ended up clashing through Crystal having summer. Yeah. It was, yeah. I moved in again because of after that. Yeah. Joey felt ill, I felt ill. Yeah. Me and Joey had the tummy bugs, which was weird. We both were like ill. Laura, pregnancy symptoms, of course, she had. It was, yeah, it happened early in the morning when we were like, because we were about to take Joey to play group, play the play thing, but obviously you couldn't go through him being unwell. You could have told us, Laura, that Joey was unwell. I mean, I did pack the Calpol and everything for you and that at the time. Yeah, I'll give him it. Well, Brimmy did. Because obviously I kept running the toilet being sick. Because obviously pregnancy, yeah, yes. Yeah, I was helping the boy, yeah. I'm sorry, Manitobia, it was just pretend. But even Joey knew that. He knew you were his dad. And then, in other words, he was saying he felt like it was good home with mum and dad, so he didn't feel like homesick, it kind of helped him. Anyways, well, like, all three were watching cartoons, and we were being sick and all that, in bed ill. Yeah. So That must have been that night, that time when I was keep texting you, Laura. I did answer you back, Josh. Oh, and we did. Obviously we were in bed with Brimmy and Joey, watching cartoons. No thanks for that. So now you know the truth. Then we just carried on, and then once you were back, I just thought I'd put you first, Mal. Even though it was hard, but I did see it to Brimmy 6. I'd still keep him in the loop over Jack, even though I didn't know it was a boy or girl at first. I promised him I would give him a ultrasound picture, a scan picture. Funny enough, I've still got them in my wallet. I do not believe this. I was wondering why you were always getting copies. I must have been a right donut. I was wondering, every time when we were going for your scans, Laura, you were always asking for quite a few copies. I was like, why do you need that many, Laura? So you could give them and bring me 6. Oh, and I bet you've been, like, meeting them with Jack when he was born? Yes, I did. But then I stopped once we adopted Kyle and all that. Then it all stopped and I just focused on you and... But yes, I kept giving Brimmy 6 scan pictures, and then I did let him see Jack for a few times. But I always said to Brimmy 6, you can't call your dad. He's Mal's. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, I must have been a right donut. And when I think about it, Jack was born bald, which thank God he did. But once his hair started growing, I had to do something, Mal. So before you noticed, I quickly dyed it black. Covered. You what? So Jack's hair wasn't... Laura, how could you do that to a bairn? I panicked, Mal. If you knew the truth, we would have been over and it would have... Save it, Laura. Oh, unbelievable. Yeah, I knew she dyed the bairn's hair. But he's got his natural hair now. Yeah, he's got his natural hair back now, but... Yes, I noticed the difference with April. All of a sudden she was like me, tanned and everything, Crystal. And then all of a sudden because she is Brendan Force. What happened was, well, the girls were on holiday and the boys, before we clashed, and obviously poor Crystal went in labour, yes, I found out I was pregnant. Oh, you did you? I text Brendan for, I says it is. That took us a surprise. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. I told Brendan for to keep it a secret, and I would keep it a secret, like, don't tell nobody. Don't believe you, Crystal. And then I said to Brendan in a text, if anybody notices, then I'll say I'm pregnant. But no one noticed for about a month or something. It was after when we adopted Mike. That's when I announced I was pregnant. But I was pregnant for quite a while. Yeah, it was Brendan Fours. Whoa! I did what Laura did. I dyed April's hair. Like your colour, Mike. Like when your hair was. I even tanned her skin. Crystal! I panicked, Mike. Yeah, I noticed. She went from dark to light. Well, I didn't do that to Jack. I only dyed his. Crystal. I panicked. I just didn't want it to... let me get this straight. Brendan 4. Did Crystal sneak scan pictures to you? Yeah. I've still got them in my wallet. It was a really, really hard secret to keep. Yeah. Yous are really good actors. Even that time when we were saying we're going to get DNAs and all that, and you even wanted a DNA, and you all the time you knew Jack and April were yours and yours. And he has those stupidies. Yeah. So I guess you took April every time behind my back to see Brendan when she was born? Yeah, I did. Just a few times, Mike. But then I was just focusing on my marriage after that. And then I just tried to forget Brendan 4 and Charlie. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah. And it all makes sense then. All of a sudden you were like proper close to me. 'Cause yeah, you were proper distance. Yeah, it all makes sense now. I just thought, if I do that, you wouldn't get suspicious or anything. Yeah, but you bloody broke my heart. I was waiting for one day, Crystal, to see April again, 'cause you promised, or mostly when you could, you would bring her to see us. Yeah, just a few times, but that was it, and then it stopped. I was wondering why. You did the same. I couldn't understand it, Laura. And then you stopped texting, all that, stopped meeting us. I was like, what's that all about? That's when I was really, really fading from my ex-wife then. But when I was married to her. To be honest, I'm really shocked at Ashton and that going to us. Because I didn't really was a father to them. They've only seen us once. Brimmy 6. Just once. Because what I remember, I was at home watching the football, that was it. Laura surprised us with 4 kids she come in with. can always remember what she said. Kids, meet your daddy, Brimmy. I turned around and went, what did she do? She did behind my back. She adopted Ashton and all that behind my back. She obviously went to the adoption centre, like the orphanage, and got them. What did you do, Brimmy 6? Hi. Obviously I said hi to the kids. I pulled Laura aside. I says, what do you think you're doing? She went, well, you're obviously not gonna give us a baby Brimmy, so adoption was the other option. I can always remember what I said to her. I says, I'm leaving you. So I went upstairs to pack my bag. She couldn't believe it. She went, what am I going to do now? So you're going to leave us as a single mother, Brimmy? Says, yeah, that's right. I did say sorry, kids, but then they were wondering where. That was it. They went, where's Daddy going? That's what I heard one of them say. I walked out and I says, I'm getting a divorce, Laura. Didn't last long. After that, I just really lost my cool that day. When she brought Ashton and that in the house, that was it. I didn't even give them time to spend time with us and that, so I don't know why they took to me so well. I only had a glimpse of them. I wasn't really in the life when I think about it. Me, that bro. Yeah, I walked out because Crystal kind of, yeah, did the same. Adopted a few kids and brought them home. Yeah, and I was chilling in the house. Couldn't believe what she did. So yeah. So I wasn't the father to them. I wasn't. So why? So the same day when obviously Laura brought them home from the orphanage, so you didn't stay and get to know them, Brimmy? No, I didn't, because I was on the verge of leaving out in the first place, and that was just the icing on the cake. What you brought in. Oh, I had enough. Yeah, and that's how I divorced her and left her. And obviously Laura stopped contact with us. I was hurt. I was all over the place. So the next step, I booked a flight, packed a bag. I went to Denver to see my mum and dad. I'm sorry, Brimmy. At the time I was, because obviously when me and Mal we ended up adopting and bringing a few boys in our family, and I just thought I had to just stop seeing you, stop seeing Josh. Yeah, that hurt. Really, really hurt. It did. Yeah. He stopped texting me and all. I was like, what the is that all about? So then I obviously got the picture eventually. And then, that was it. Oh, we had a showdown on holiday as well, over Laura Roxwell, because she says she might be carrying my kid. She obviously was, because that's when Joshua come into the picture. But me, I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know. So I kept saying to Laura, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be anything, and I don't want you to tell him or her anything about me when it's born. She obviously didn't stop. She was trying to, but I was not having none of it. Because I was still hung up on you, Laura. Anyways, oh yeah, Laura Roxwell was always trying to text saying I don't. Then she did eventually send us one text. Don't know. No, it wasn't. It was she used her friend's phone because I blocked her. That was it. I was like, how did you get in touch with us when I blocked you? She was clever. She used her friend's phone and said that she was pregnant. I was shocked. The hell, I was shocked. But you know what I said to her? I said, get on with it. Still wouldn't take it in. I was going to be a dad. No. So the finish. I said I had enough. So Charlie and that were getting sick of getting hurt over Crystal, because Crystal ended up avoiding him after a while. Yeah. And Jacob kept getting avoided, and so did Luke. So the four were settled up number 3. Even though we all got the memo that we got our exes pregnant. We didn't want to know. Well, obviously, Jacob, Luke, you give your girls a chance, didn't yous? Were we wrong? Yeah. We should have done what you and Charlie did. I don't want me to go back to them. Yeah. Then when, then the time when Joshua was born, someone told us that Laura was in hospital having him. Well, she was in labour. Well, we didn't know. She didn't want to know what she was having at the time, right? So when he was born, and we found out he was a boy, I walked in, and there's Laura. And they placed Joshua in her arms. I looked at him, just one glimpse. I remember what she said. This is our son, Josh. Never forget the face I pulled. Because I didn't want it with her. You! Josh, I'm having yours now. Yeah, I know now, but yeah, at the time I really couldn't believe I made one with her, I was all over the place. So I took one glimpse of my son, and I turned around. I can remember Laura saying back, she went, wait, are you not going to name him at least? I just turned my head. I says, name it Joshua. And that was it. But before the labour and all that started, we moved away to California. That was it. She was a few months pregnant at the time, and she obviously followed. They were like, all four of them followed me, Jacob, and all that. Yeah, that's. But yeah, we weren't really there for them when doing pregnancy and all that. But Jacob and Luke were. What the hell, boys? Well, at the time I was hurt over Laura. I was all over the place. And I was hurt over Crystal. So I thought I was just, but we should have done what you and Charlie did. Stayed out the way and let them get on with it. But we were fools. Yeah. So Brimmy 6, don't blame yourself for what you did to Ashton and all that. Because obviously I did that as Joshua. Just took one glimpse of him, just named him, and walked out of his life after that. I didn't even hold him or anything. Yeah. Also, Laura, before I left to go to Denver, I caught wind you went in labour with Jack. I sneaked at the hospital. Brimmy? I sneaked. Yeah, thanks for that. You sneaked, Brimmy 6. I wanted to see my boy getting delivered. Where was I at? Oh, you were at the birth mall. I was outside the delivery room window. I saw it. I sneaked in. Oh, thanks for that. So I watched the birth. It was lovely. It was lovely, even though I should have been by Laura's side, not you. Lots of times I was going to say, should I go in? Should I go in? Or just leave it. Oh, I was really biting my lip. But I didn't. I just watched. Poor boy, all the time I was oh, I wanted to burst in through the doors. But I didn't. Right. I did it with April. Brendan? You did, bro. I watched, and I was about to go through the doors as well at the time, and I didn't though. But I watched. And then once I knew she was born, was a lovely feeling, even though I should have been there holding her hand, but obviously I couldn't. Yeah. I had tears in my eyes. It's like, that's my son. That's what I was saying under my breath. I had no idea, Brimmy 6, so you were there? Yeah, I was, Laura. I could not. Because I wanted to see her born. And I wanted to see my daughter born. Oh, thanks for that. Yous must have hid really well, boys, 'cause I didn't see. I was outside the delivery room, Crystal. I was careful. Oh, thanks for that when I was in the delivery room, 'cause obviously I thought April was mine. Oh, what a mug I was. Yeah, and a mug I was. Eee! Well, now everything's out. Now yous know. Now you, mate. Me and Crystal were having an afternoon, right? It was just me and her. We were in the cafe, okay. That's when we come across Jacob and Luke. Then we all four we got talking, and yes, we didn't at the time tell Jacob and Luke that we were taken or married. Interesting, mate. Thanks for that, yoke. So it was going swell, and so let me get this straight, yo. So when you went labour with Summer, yo, you were still messing with Luke behind my back, yo? Yes. He was kind of a boyfriend on the side, Vito. But then I decided to stop it and stop texting him and all that once we adopted the girls and the boys. Oh. That's when it all changed, yo. Yes. Oh, so as soon as the adoption and all that come about, when you, yes, more, I heard a lot of yous adopted. Yeah, it all makes sense now, and that's when we all got pretty kicked to the bin. Kind of. We're sorry, boys. We were just thinking. Oh. Yeah, we're sorry. But look, we are together now. Don't let the past come between us. And my children, I adore you. They do. Oh, don't let it be over, Luke. Please. Yeah, Jacob, please. Now everything's out in the open. Are we... Are we... Eesh. Unbelievable. All these years I've been... Ding dong. Who is this? Uh, Hi, Mal. I did knock on you, so I thought you would be at your ex's. Mal? You and Laura seem very... yeah, that's my ex. What you doing, ya? Oh, don't worry. All the girls are here. They're just coming. I obviously charged ahead. Oh, yes, you didn't know, did you? Or you, Laura? Mal's not squeaky clean himself. Uh, what? Laura, don't. They gotta know, Mal. You know that holiday, when obviously it ended up clashing with the boys and girls? Yeah, I noticed, Laura. You kind of drifted, after when I told you to back off me. That's because Mal came to my rescue. Excuse me? Excuse me? Well, we were all in the waiting room waiting for Crystal to live up summer. Beautiful Mal here, because obviously Josh was giving me a grilling and all that, saying it was over, blah blah blah, and I was telling Josh I could be having his baby, but yeah, it turned out I was pregnant at the time. But apart from that, I was sobbing in the corner. That's when Mal come about. He gave us a hug. It was lovely. Yeah, while you were at home, Laura, unfortunately looking after Joey, was it? While you were at home babysitting, me and Mal had a moment. We kissed, all that, and we had an affair. Mal? It was... So you can talk, Mal. How long were you and Laura Roxwell were at it? For a while. And then I stopped. Once we adopted Kyle and all that. I says, I need to focus on Laura, my wife, and these kids. And that's when. Yeah, and that's when she stopped. That's when Laura stopped with me and Brimmy 6. When the adoption began. Thanks a lot. Unbelievable. Oh, so once Mal was done with you, Laura, that's when you come chasing after me. Obviously when you were getting further on in your pregnancy. Yes. Once once Mal was done fooling with me and all that, and did you sleep with her, Mal? Did you sleep with her? When you were married to me? Yes, Laura, a few times. But you can talk! You had Brimmy 6, and Josh, way before we're married, as well. Well, I never knew that, mate. Me either, yo. Whoa. Oh, shut up, you two. Yo. You sound squeaky clean yourselves. Oh, this gets even better. What did Manitobia do? What did Vito do? Hey! Well, it was the night before I got married to Laura. We all had a lot of drinks. Yo! We said we weren't going to talk about that and keep that in the hotel room. Yo! I think we should get it out in the open now, lads. Oh yeah, Laura. I lived a lie. Not just going with Laura Roxwell. I slept with Mike on Mike! It happened. What happened? The drinks were flowing and all that, and me and Mal slept together. And Manitoba and Fido did as well. Thanks for that. The day before we got married, Mal? The night... Yes, Laura. You know that time when we had to go in the hotel so we couldn't see each other at that time? Oh, shut up. Oh, I've got a headache. Well, in that case, Mal. Well, in that case, Mal. What, Laura? Well, you were Humpty Dumpty in the hotel with Mike. I had Josh over. Us girls had a... What? Why not invite me? Not funny. Because at the time, Brimmy 6. Because at the time, Brimmy 6, Josh didn't know anything about you and, all that. Oh, hey. Don't believe this. I really don't believe this. Yeah, got hot-headed as well. That's when he did find out about you, Brimmy 6. It all got out and hot-headed. Yeah. Oh my god. So in a way we're all as bad as each other. Yeah, me and Laura were having a nice bath together, that was it. And that's when she broke down to us. Says, I slept with Brimmy 6. I hit the flippin' roof, I did. Oh yeah, so the next day, that's when you wanted to punch my lights out. You got that right. No, I waited. What was it? No, I was tense up, and I really wanted to punch your lights out that. But then I knew it was the wedding day. So I pushed it aside. I says, I'll wait to fight him while Lauren miles away. Oh, got really explosive that night. But yeah, Mal, yeah, I was bedding your wife to be the same night when you were having it with Mike. Even though it was a kind of a mistake. But I had no idea what Laura was up to behind my back all this time. But yeah, we were going to keep it a secret and never... But let's just get all the secrets out now, out in the open. why not? So yeah, that's when me and Laura Roxwell got close, doing the holiday in Benidorm, because yeah, that's when we ended up clashing with the girls through Crystal being in labour. She was hurt over how Josh treated her. I just had enough, and I didn't want her anymore, Mal, because I was devoted to Laura. Yes. So, well, let me get this straight. So that time when you says you had a girlfriend, 'cause I thought I was your first. No, you weren't. She was. So it's true, Laura, you didn't like me? I thought we were getting on well, me and you, but I had no idea you were with Josh. I didn't. 'Cause yes, all this time I did thought I was only Josh's girlfriend, but no. As soon as you mentioned girlfriend, it's like, who is she? I was always wondering that. It was me. It was me. Yes. Well, I was hurt and everything over Josh, and yes, that's when Mal comforted me. What happened, Laura, was she reminded me of you so much. And she reminded us of you and the time I was missing you, all that, because you were stuck in the UK at the time, and but I had no idea Brimmy 6 was there with you. All we got out of Brimmy 6 was he was at home because he didn't want to come on holiday with us, and he just wanted to stay home. That really I was. Yes, I know you were. We were with Laura and Joey, helping taking care of Joey. And obviously when Joey was in bed, I bet you were having well, obviously Mal. Yeah. Yes. But now you know, Josh, that's why I went so distant with you. And you noticed I wasn't asking much, after that day when Summer was born. You just stopped pestering us. You were like, I was wondering what that, because all of a sudden, because one minute you were always asking us for another chance, get back with you. I was always wondering that. It was like strange. Because when we all went to see the baby, Summer, all like holding her, I remember that. And I was waiting for you to, but you didn't. Because Mal made me feel special. I just kind of focused on him, even though it was sincere, even though it was in secret. So I'd say we're all as bad as each other. Also, Laura, if you must know, I've seen my boy, but you said you didn't want anything to do with him. So I thought it was best to just give him up. And when I found out things were wrong with the boy, That's cruel, Laura. Yeah, I heard what you did to the boy. You kept him till he was 4, was it? It shocked me, all right. Shocked the life out of me. I only I went, time to take a nap, Joshua. So I put him in his crib. He kind of had a fuss because he obviously didn't like naps for some reason. I was like, Joshua, you're going down for a nap. And then so I put him in. And then I just shut the door. And I was just about to make myself a sandwich. And then all of a sudden I heard a crash. So I went in, I went, oh, Joshua, are you alright? And that was it. He grew. I was like, 1 minute he was, and he was like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do with him. Obviously, he toys his onesie, when I had it on him, and so I digged out one of my long t-shirts. It was, yes, that was it. I didn't know what to do with him, Josh. You walked out of on him when I had him. Then again, you were never with there during my pregnancy. Mal was a little bit. Oh, was he now? I guess you didn't tell your wife that. Oh, thanks for that, Mal. Well, you will keep sneaking scans in that to brim 6, Laura. I give her some cash and all that. Help her. Just help her along with her, because she was obviously a single mother with a baby. Obviously, yeah, I was kind of messing with her behind your back, Laura. Oh, thanks for that, Mal. And then when you announced you were pregnant, yeah, things just changed after that. And then when we adopted Kyle and all that, yes, I says enough's enough. So I had to let Laura Roxwell go. I told her it's not going to happen anymore, and I gave her the last money I had that day, and I says, so you helped Laura Roxwell. Just a few months it was, just helping her every time she was getting big and all that. I must have been a right donut. I must have been. So let me get this straight. You kept saying you were going out with Mal and all that, and you were really going to Laura Roxwell's. Yes. Well, you kept making excuses saying you were with Crystal, Laura. But really you were with Josh at Brimmy. So yes, what else did you do with Joshua, Laura? I panicked, Josh. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I don't know how. I gave birth but yes, I could remember what the nurse said. She said, Laura, during the scan she did say there's going to be complications with your pregnancy, I'm afraid. I said, what do you mean by that? Did Mal go to your scans, Laura? He went to one, Laura, with us. was just kind of supportive, that's all, because Josh just didn't bother, alright. He just didn't want to know his boy. Well, at the time we didn't know it was a boy or girl, but you know what I mean. So anyway, when I found out Joshua was grew, he obviously snapped his cot, all that, when I put him in. Snapped his broke, tore his onesie. Yeah, he was naked on the bloody floor. It's like a bloody grown man. I was like, what the hell happened to him? So I digged out a little, one of my long t-shirts I found, put it on him. I says, we're going somewhere. And then I took him to this place. You bitch. I said to Joshua, this is where you're going to be from now on. They're going to look after you. He was kind of confused, the bairn. But I just couldn't cope. I couldn't. But I wasn't the only one be a bad mum. You were a bad dad, Josh. You weren't ever there for him. At least I had him. But I didn't expect him to grow so quick. For your information, Laura, he's got a home. Mal's brother adopted him. Well, at first. Or was it you? Yeah, it was Laura and Mal. Huh? Right, we got a memo, this was when I was with Laura. We got a memo, was Brendan 4 and Brimmy 6s, saying there was this little boy that needed home, so me and Laura thought, oh, this'll be us. So we went and just to meet Joshua. Boy, he got scared, didn't he? Yeah, we couldn't understand it. We were going to give the boy a home, a lovely home. But he was in hysterics and what, especially when he saw me. And then the people refused me and Mal to see him after that. When Joshua took one glimpse of her, he hid behind who he was getting looked after. He says, no. He was like, no. Screamed and everything. And me and Mal would shut the door. I couldn't understand it. He was... So he's tried to adopt... You tried to adopt my boy. He obviously didn't want to go with yous. So then what... So what me and Laura did next was I reached out to my bro, Mal one, with his partner. I says, listen bro, we need your help. This little boy, well, I wouldn't call him little. He is little, Laura. And we described him. So what my brother went to the place, and it's weird enough, Joshua really took to my brother, gave him a hug and everything, and I can remember my brother saying, would you like to come home with us? And obviously at the time Robert, the boss that was looking after Joshua in there and that, and they let my brother take him home. Me and Laura were shocked because we were going to, open the boy with open arms, but boy, he would not go with us. But now when I think about it, yeah, now I know why he screamed. Oh, 'cause he thought I was you. Yeah, it all makes sense now. So, oh, well, that's really nice of your brother Mal to take the boy on, even though how he is. I bet he's hard work. No, he's not. He's a pleasant lad, Laura, to be honest. Yeah, I'm his Uncle Mal. He's really doing well. Okay. Well, in fact, he's not doing well, really. He's, um, he's hurt, actually. Laura, you did hear about the explosion happening in Disney World, didn't you? Yes, I heard. Well, Mal and all that took Joshua away for a holiday. It didn't turn out good, 'cause he ended up hurt. Even though you haven't got a right to know what's happening in Joshua's future, because he obviously didn't care. Well, you didn't either, Josh. You didn't. I'm in the boy's life still, in a way. I'm still there for Joshua. He forgives us, 'cause I explained everything down to the T, what I was like. But he says he'll never want to see you again, or forgive you. He hates you, Laura. I'm not the only one that give my kid up. Oh yeah, all 4 years did. Well, when Charlie was done with me, and then when I heard Levy grew, when I only put her down for a nap as well, and oh, that was it. So you put her where Joshua was. Yes, Charlie. What I don't get is, Crystal, how did she come out white hair? I was like blonde, for God's sake. Yeah, this has got a colour on. It's just the jeans, Charlie. You know, 'cause you're jet black. It just happens, Charlie. Yes, she's yours. But anyways, who did took Levy on? Well, if you must know, me and Crystal, when I was with her at the time, we did adopt Levy from the place. Oh, you did? She's in my care. No, not with Crystal, because obviously we're not dating anymore. Me and Crystal, we're not married. Uh, but yes, I've got Levy. She's in my care. Yes, and she's doing well. She's doing well. Well, that's nice to hear. But I guess she hates me for what I did. You! Oh, hi, Jacob. Don't you hi, Jacob, me. What you did to Theo. Laura. Oh yeah, I feel like giving you a bus slip. I was fuming when he was born because I wanted a girl. Jacob, you never give me a girl. I wanted a girl, not a boy. Outside now. Ooh! Excuse me. Oh yeah, I was really wanting to bump into here one day, Laura Fex. What you did, the poor Theo. Good job, I adopted him. Oh, it was you, I was wondering who took my son eventually. Even I did put him in care. What? Oh yeah, mate. Yeah, they did say Theo was treated horrible, mate, when me and Laura did adopt him. And he really put our mind of joy, mate, when he was... Laura did nasty things to the bairn, Manitobia. Theo eventually broke down to me and Laura what he went through when he was with her before she put him in care. I had no idea. Manitobia. She deserves a pasting out there. And what my double did to that poor Emily. Is she there? There she is. No, I never want to see your face anymore, Crystal. What you did to Emily. But she wasn't a boy, so... You horrible beep! You treat her on because she wasn't what you wanted? Yeah, I wanted a girl. But no, yeah, I wanted a boy, and then when she was born, I was like, ugh, I wanted a girl though. Yeah, I'm ready to blow my top. Outside! You put that girl through hell! Whoa! Thanks for that. No point me and you fighting, Laura. Yeah, we obviously as bad as each other. And plus, I'm pregnant. Oh, you're pregnant? Yeah, with my baby. She's eventually got a baby. My baby. Let's just hope it doesn't end up like what I had. Are you trying to say whip up my sperm? Laura! Obviously wrong, Josh. 'Cause look how Josh turned out. Yo. Oh, that's cruel. Mate. I'm kinda hurt. She's trying to say I give birth to wrong babies. Josh, ignore her. She's... Yeah, I can't believe what you just said there. I can't believe it. A bestie? It's true. I should have had a nice healthy baby and normal. But he had things wrong with him. And that time when I put him down for a nap, and he all of a sudden sprouted up like a person. All I'm saying is, Laura, you might give birth to a kid like Joshua. It is Joshua's sperm. I mean, Josh's sperm. I'm ready to blow my top. You're really upsetting my cousin. Oh, he's your cousin. Yeah. Yeah, he's my cousin. Not my fault how Joshua turned out. So you're saying this baby could be the same? I heard that. That's bang it over water, Laura. What you said about my brother. All I'm saying is, 'cause I'm perfectly healthy, and then not my fault. Excuse me, Josh. You've gone too far, young lady. Can you leave, please? I'll go and see if she's all right. You are unbelievable, Laura. And it's not Josh's fault. Then why didn't he not give me a perfect baby? Obviously was, 'cause I'm perfectly healthy. Yeah, I'm gonna breathe. I'm just saying, it's all a shock, okay? And I was just only giving Laura a warning. Just might. 'Cause if it happened to me, obviously, what you here for any... I was wanting to speak to Mal. Because, yeah, I did hear yous were finally over, Laura. But, yeah, since all shocks and secrets have came out now, and a lot of family drama. I'm just shocked what you said about my nephew. Because, yeah, he is my nephew. You do know Joshua now has got a short lifespan on him. He can't help it, because he was obviously born with it, Laura. And I blame Josh. Nothing's wrong with Josh. He can't help what happened to his hand. That's got nothing to do with downstairs, Laura. You never know, complications could have happened. You know, when he took unwell. Yeah. I'm just saying. You take back all what you said about Joshua now, Laura. All I'm saying is, it's got to be Joshua's fault, because I was perfectly healthy, and still am. Joshua can't help it. I mean, Josh can't help it. He's only got a weak hand for what his dog did. Nothing else, Laura. Everything else he's fit and healthy. But he did lose his legs. And didn't walk for a while. Wonder why that is. Email, I'm ready to slap her. I'll let you leave, Laura. You've said your piece. Go. All I'm saying is, I don't know what happened to him. It obviously was Josh's fault. His swimmers must have went wrong. Get out! And you. I suppose my swimmers went wrong when I had levy to you, Crystal. Just seems weird that I had out. That kind of hurt me because, yes, obviously I haven't got the kid anymore as my biological son, but because obviously my brother took him, mate. Me and my ex-wife had one, mate. Yeah, we're no Manitoba. So I guess my swimmers were wrong. Can't believe Laura made Josh cry. He's horrible. You went with her, Mal, behind my back. I'm shocked at the things what she said about my nephew, Laura. Eeh. But yeah, now I can understand why Joshua at first didn't want to go near Laura. 'Cause he thought I was his mum coming back for him. It all makes sense now, but at the time I didn't know. Me either. But I'm glad my brother adopted him. He come to the place and took him, and Joshua went straight away. And then when we got the text, Laura, he's safe and sound. Sigh of relief. Yeah, and we were his Uncle Mal and Auntie Laura. Yeah. Yeah, it took the boy a long time to calm down every time when my brother visited with him to see us. Yes, he couldn't understand. He was like, "You look so much like blah blah blah," and I was, yes, yeah. Oh, what a mess. Hey, you alright? Hey, she's gone, Josh. Eee. Oh shit. Yeah, she's gone, Brimmy. Is Josh alright? Yeah, he's here. She couldn't understand the things she was saying about him. And there's nothing wrong with your swimmers, Josh. It's not. The baby's gonna be fine. She's just a horrible. I wish I never met her. Ever. But I had no idea Mal and her were at it in the past. Wish I didn't know. Wish I bloody didn't. Yeah, I'm shocked at what. Yeah. So she was kind of making fun of my hand. Though she didn't say it out in words, but I get what she's... Josh, look at me. This baby is going to be fine. Yeah? Yeah, babe? No one knows what's round the corner. And no one knows what can happen during pregnancies and that. It's not the father to blame. Like she says, she was perfectly healthy. And you are, Josh. And I heard how she made fun of how I didn't walk for a while. That was a bit cruel of us to say. She's just a horrid woman. But we've told her to go. She's no longer allowed here. Josh, our baby is going to be just fine, alright? She that, them words and all that hurt me, Laura. She hurt me. I can't believe it. And no, and no ever girl ever makes us cry like that. She did. She hurt my feelings. Yeah, yo. I'm mad because, yes, my daughter's the same. Yo. No one knows what could happen behind around corners, yo. They were bang out of order. Or maybe Laura Roxwell and all that probably took drugs when they were having Joshua and that. Drugs? She's tried to say she's blaming it all on Josh for how Joshua turned out. Maybe she's not squeaky clean herself. I beg your pardon. I have never touched it. Didn't we tell you to sling your hook? Laura. I was about to walk away when I heard you say that about me. I'd never touched anything. Nothing's wrong with Josh's swimmers. All right. It just can happen, Laura, during pregnancies. Not you, just had. A lot of people. But why me? Oh, get out. And I'm sorry, Josh, alright? It's not you to blame. Alright? I'm just shocked, that's all. Laura, he's a pleasant boy. He's a pleasant boy. He's happy. But yeah, he's obviously injured at the moment and recovering. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry, okay? My temper gets the better of me, okay? I'm sorry, I'm really, really sorry. Can we... Just... You made me cry, Laura. Hardly no... Kinda hurt my feelings. I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm really sorry. Yes, I know the boy can't help it. And your boy. And your girl and... It's just one of them things, Laura. It just can happen. wasn't my fault, wasn't your fault. It's just sometimes happens in pregnancy. Very rare. And obviously we had to be it. And Charlie and Crystal. And so on. But what I don't get is the other Laura Fex and Crystal Beaks. Their kids turned out normal, but obviously they weren't happy about the gender. Because Laura Fex wanted a girl, she ended up having a boy, and there was no need to treat them nasty because of the wrong gender. Well, I wasn't bothered whether I was having a boy or girl. Didn't bother me. It was just all shock, Josh, and the way you left me in the lurch when I was carrying him all full term and all that. But yes, Mal helped me a little bit on the way when we were messing with each other on the side. Yes. But yes, I apologise for what I said before. I didn't mean any of it. Obviously the boy couldn't help what he was born with. So he really doesn't love me, he really doesn't like me, does he? He probably was just mad at me because obviously I give him away. It took him a while to forgive me, but I explained to the boy everything. Yeah, took him a while to come around, but yeah. I still see the boy, because Mal and Mike let us be in his life. All I can remember is Joshua. He was always a really lovely, smiley boy. But yes, when he grew, it was a shock to me that day. Yes, but he's a double of you, Josh. Yeah, everyone's saying that. He's a double of me. Yeah, it's a good job I did name him Joshua. But yes, yeah, I know he's adopted and he's happy. He really is. He's happy. But it's really nice of Mal and Mike seeing that can still be in the boy's life, and Joshua's letting us. But one day, well, I have to say, me and the girls have moved up here into a flat. Oh, yous have yous? Yes, we're a bit above you from yous. We just come to make things right, and but yes, I didn't mean what I meant to say about Joshua, but oh, it was all shock. It was. I just take every word back about him. The Ben couldn't help it, what he was. But I am happy that he's finally got parents and not, and he's having a great upbringing. And I was always wondering when will he eventually get out of that place. Every day I was thinking, well, hope someone takes him, for God's sake. Well, they did. Well, me and Mal were going to get him first, but no, he refused to go with me and Mal. He went in hysterics, and we're like, what's wrong, Joshua? You know, but he wasn't. But now I understand. So that's when we reached out to Mal's brother, and he got the boy, and it was, and yeah, that's when it went. That's how it went. That's good. It's really good. That's all I wanted, was a safe environment for Joshua. Because deep down I was saying I'm just not a fit mum. I was just saying that to myself all the time. I'm not a fit mum. Mum, he deserves much more. And that's the God honest truth. It was also shock as well how he is, but yeah. And same with Levy. I wanted to do what's best for her as well. A loving family, but obviously she has now, so good on her. Good on her. Are they still scrapping out there? I don't blame Laura, mate. Yeah, I don't blame Crystal. They kind of abused Theo and Emily behind closed doors, yo. All I can say is she must have kept doing it when I was at work. I had no bloody clue. How was I so blind? Oh. Break it up, girls. Oi, oi, oi. Think we're gonna be arresting some of these. It's the police. Different from the kids. Oh, Laura, and that's not making it. Oh, they're making it 10 times. Oh, they're gonna get themselves arrested. Break it up, girls. Break it up now. I'll take you down to the station. Shall I get that? Please. Okay. Yes? Hello, we're from the social services. I'm Tracy, and this is Leanne. Is Laura Beep Beep here? Lives at this address? Yes, she is. She's in here. Oh, we got a party. It's kind of a get together, but no, she's here. She's got a bad back, so she's resting. And we also need to speak to Crystal Beep Beep as well. Is it about our kids? They ran away. But they're in custody. My boy! Oh, there you are, Crystal. I'm afraid there might not be a possible to get your boys back. Why? You can't take Jack. He's mine. I'm his biological dad. And do you live with Laura? I'm thinking about it. I'm afraid she won't be able to assess Jack. What do you mean I won't? Yes, we'll deal with Laura first. E. And then we'll come back to you, Crystal. Alright? Yes, we've got all the kids. We've been searching nearly all day, and you's had them. Calm down, sir. We're going to explain why. We've been going for our minds. Why did you take my boys? The reason why, Laura, we got a report from the school, from Jack's school. And when they noticed they had a different hair colour, and you kind of put it right with the school, saying you had no choice to dye the bairn's hair. Laura? Oh, Laura. At the time, I was married to Mal, and it happened in the UK. I noticed the boy's hair was grown like his biological dad. That was brimmy 6. I panicked because I kept saying all this time he was Mal's. Now obviously Mal's natural was dark. So you dyed the bairn's hair dark. Is that right, Laura? You do know, according to the records, he was just a bairn, a real small bairn, when you did his hair. I panicked. I'm not a bad mom. If it got out, my marriage would have been over. We also interviewed the boys. They say you're an unfit mother. They said that. Even Jack. Apparently he's not happy where he is. He would like to live with you, his biological dad, he kept saying when we were talking to little Jack. God, thanks for that. And Kyle and that, they feel much happier to live with their dad. Mal, is it? That's me. Yes, lots of times they've asked they want to live with me. I've already got one of the bairns in my custody, but what Kyle and all them want it. They say we've heard a lot, Laura, about you. How could they do this to me? And then after when we received that report about you, you kind of, it's kind of abuse, Laura, what you did to your son. You're not supposed to dye a bairn's hair. I put it right. Well, 2 weeks ago I put it right. But yes, he was dark. It was a dye, yes, it was. I'm afraid, Laura, your kids are either going to be in care through what's happened, I'm sorry, or they can live with their dads, but they can't be with you. All because I did one mistake. So I'll never see my kids again. You can file you can go to court about it, Laura, if you wish. But so far we would like the boys in, but they are safe with me. I'm just saying, Laura. Well, in that case, I like to take Jack home with me. I, I basically live in number 6. I was going to live with Laura, but I'm afraid if you do that, then Jack won't be able to. No, I'm in number 6. I'm sorry, Laura. But at least he'll be with me, and he'll be safe. Right, we'll drop Jack off in at number 6. But yes, after what's happened, I'm afraid Jack's not safe with his mum. Even though it was a long time when you dyed his hair, it's still abuse, Laura, I'm afraid, in the social services eyes. I only did it to save my marriage. But oh, will I ever get to see him? Maybe maybe a day centre or something, or make arrangements with brimmy 6. Meet you in the park somewhere with him. But obviously one of the social will be supervising as well. Supervising visits, get fixed for that. I'm afraid, Laura, you did wrong. And we take this matter very serious. Just a dye on the hair. It was just a dye on the hair. Not the point. And what about Kyle and all that? They're either going to go in custody, or Mal, will you be willing to take them? Because I believe you've got your own place. Yes, I do. Yeah, I'll be willing to take them. So, Laura cannot see any? Not what we've heard. And I bet you had no idea she dyed the bairn's hair, Mr. Smith? Not until recently. I was shocked, and I couldn't believe what you did. Right. So Kyle and all them will be getting dropped off. They've had their teas and all. They've had something to eat, and that they've been well looked after with us. So what's your address, Mr. Smith? And we'll drop the boys with you. My address is number 29, California Apartments. So this building, but yes. Now and again a supervising visit. That's if the boys would like to see Laura. But so far they're kind of pretty mad at her. For lots of reasons. I was only being a good mom. And what was best for my kids. Right, moving on to Crystal's lot. Now as for April, yes, she's with us. Crystal. We can either take her to custody in care, or she can go and live with her dad. Her dad's Brendan 4. I'll take her. Yeah, I'll take her. And you live in... I live in number 6. Oh! Oh, so you live with your brother? Yeah. Alright. I get that arranged. So April from now on is going to be living with you, Mr. Dixon. As for the rest... Mike's their dad. Mr. Smith, hello. I'll take them. Your girls? Yes, we've got your girls. And your boys. Well, the boys were with me already. But I'll be willing to take the girls. I wouldn't want them in care. Right. They cannot see their mum, unfortunately. When we decide supervised visits, and if the children want that, then that'll be. But for now, they're in custody with their dads. Have a nice day. Or night, I should say. Oh. But that doesn't explain our lot, yo. Hey, mate. What about our kids? Your kids? Corey and that, mate? Oh, them. Yes. Everybody else's children are in custody. We're just deciding, should they go in care or... But some, say, according to my records, some are on the clear and they can go home naturally. But apart from you and you was the problem. Because you did a fault in the past, Crystal. To quiet, bro. Yes, we got a report. I did it for only one reason. To save my marriage. But I wish I didn't know. Yes. It's called abuse, Crystal. What you did to your little girl. But she'll be safer with her dad. Brendan follows it. Yeah, I was shocked when I found out she dyed the Bane's hair, all that. I was yes. We all were when we got that report. Yous two must be ashamed of yourselves. They were only little boy and girl. Sorry, Laura. I've lost my kids. They hate me. Sorry, Laura, if I tried to sneak Jack around the night watches like a hawk. Laura, at least you know they're going to be in safe hands, yeah? You know they will. Josh is still moving in with her. Yeah. Dole her out, you say, alright. I guess I'll have to head home. They're bringing Jack home. Tell him I love him. Every night. All that for me sakes. Sorry, Laura. You might as well pack his case. Get all this stuff. For me sakes, if he's going to be with you. I'm no longer allowed to have him. This is heartbreaking. All because of one stupid report. The school's fault! Laura, if you did not say anything or Crystal at the school. If through my mouth again. Now I can't get my kids back. But you always gotta think, Jack's in safe hands, Laura. I know, brimmy six. But just tell him I love him, alright? Give him kisses, hugs, me. I will, Laura. I'm just gonna pack his stuff. I'm going to take a few days off work. I cannot leave Laura like this. She's going to be a mess, bro. Or I may quit my job and just be on the sick. I don't want anything to happen to her. You know what, bro? You're right. I'm gonna move him, Crystal. they're gonna be in shock, bro. What's happened to them? I'm sorry it's come to this, Crystal, but the main thing is she's not going into care. You've got her Brendan for. Just tell her I love her. Every night. Kisses, hugs. Of course I will, Crystal. I'll never let her forget you, right? And if the social worker gives us a call and says you're allowed to supervise, I'll let you know, right? And bring her. If this the case, you can get our stuff. Jesus. This is heartbreaking. I'll go and pack the girls' stuff and... Oh dear. Laura. Josh. Josh. Oh. That's where all the kids are. All along they've been in care. Yeah, Laura. All this time we thought they were ran away. They were picked up by the social worker. I'm gonna go next door and just pack the girls' stuff. Don't worry, Crystal. They'll be... Just tell them I love them, Mike. I'll go and pack kettles and all that. I'm sorry, Laura, this has happened. But the main thing is, they're not in care. They're with me, and Jack's with brimmy 6. Yes, I know. At least they're not with some stranger. Used for under arrest. Oh, Laura, Crystal has been under arrest. Great. Oh.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world the sky on your mind.